I am here with Rafael Ender, and we've just been talking about the Marketplace Fairness Act. Now, Rafael, what is the Marketplace Fairness Act?
So officially it's supposed to make the marketplace fair.
Supposed to.
Yes, as in internet companies pay sales tax. Brick and mortar companies pay sales tax, so internet companies should pay sales tax as well, which makes a lot of sense at face value. But there's a problem, which is that brick and mortar stores are usually large, they're big. While internet companies, many of them are small little companies. In fact, most internet companies we might say are startups. So let's imagine an internet company needs to pay sales tax. What does that mean? It means paying sales tax every single place he makes a sale. There's almost 10,000 legal jurisdictions in America. Again, it's not just states, it's cities, it's counties. Let's imagine you have to pay sales tax for over 10,000 different locations, and each one has a separate tax code and a separate law. Take it to another level, audits. Let's imagine one political party decides they don't like you, and they have 500 legal jurisdictions audit your company. It's pretty bad, and keep in mind, this is a bill that was passed in the Senate. Now we're fortunate there's bipartisan opposition. So it's not just a Democrat or Republican bill, though more Democrats are for it. So we can stop this in a bipartisan manner. And that's what my organization is here to do.
What do you see the consequences of this act are if it goes through?
Well, the consequences are not just in terms of taxes. It'll make it harder for a small business to start, to grow, to develop. Again, think about 10,000 legal jurisdictions, knowing all the laws and details. That's a lot. But what that means is that the bigger companies will get bigger, the smaller companies will disappear. Instead of an internet with ground up freedom and innovation, what you're looking at is just a few big companies dominating. Companies like Amazon, like Walmart, like Best Buy. And we might lose what we love about the internet.
This sort of regulation is exactly the sort of regulation that we're happy didn't happen at the start of the internet, because we saw such an incredible flourishing of businesses and entrepreneurship. Do you think that this could really destroy entrepreneurship?
100%. Yeah. I think also it could encourage black markets. And what about free speech? One of the best things about the internet is that anyone with a blog can go out and succeed if you got what it takes. But what happens if suddenly some jurisdictions decide they don't like you? 500 audits for one party or another is not that hard, especially with this Tea Party IRS scandal. So let's imagine any Joe Schmo could go out and just, we don't like this person, let's go audit them. Think about what that will do to free speech. As in, it just came out that America ranks 46 in the world on free speech. Wow. This came out today.
It's awful.
Yeah, this was today on Drudge Report. So do we want our free speech to go higher in the ranking? Or do we want to go down, the 100th in free speech, the 200th? We don't want that. So this could have a chilling effect, not just on business, but on the First Amendment as well.
Do you think that many people are even aware of the bill's existence at this point?
Some people know. People are vaguely aware there's an internet sales tax. But the problem is we need a paradigm shift. Currently, the internet sales tax is seen we need it to be fair, marketplace fairness. Which makes sense. A brick and mortar store pays tax, so the internet should pay tax also. The brick and mortar stores that are primarily lobbying for it...
They're incredibly different systems.
Correct. These are massive stores. Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon. And Amazon is a brick and mortar store. These organizations will grow, thrive, because they're starting off with millions, if not billions, in capital.
So do you see this as an example of crony capitalism, where you have these big industries pushing for something that they know their businesses can survive, but will crumple competition?
100%. And Amazon in particular, and I'll tell you why. This bill has been around for over 10 years. It only gained traction in the past year or two, because Amazon joined the fight. Now you ask, why would Amazon be for the internet sales tax? And all the headlines were, even Amazon, an internet company, is for it. So what's the answer? They're so big that they put in brick and mortar warehouses in many states, so they have to pay tax. Why? Because they get cheaper shipping, faster shipping, free 2-day shipping, Amazon Prime. So they said, we'll put warehouses in.
And so on the one hand, you see this as a company that is really reaching out to what the market wants. But on the other hand, you see them definitely leveraging their incredibly powerful position and using cronyism to destroy competition. So I mean, that is not okay.
Not okay at all.
So what is the name of your company that is trying to fight this?
Release the net. We've just started. We have a YouTube channel. Right now we're on video, but we're going to be putting things out there, spreading the message through YouTube, social media, etc.
And is that going to be your main vehicle for fighting? It is just making people aware of this and mobilizing support?
Correct. As in, there needs to be a paradigm shift. As in, this is not about fairness. This is about crony capitalism, about big companies putting the small companies down, about destroying the internet as we know it. And we need to enable that paradigm shift. In particular, I think that with Amazon, we need to get the word out that this company is not your friend. They've done wonderful things, but until they change their mind on this, until they stop spending millions in lobbying for this bill, they are not one of these small internet companies. They are one of these big companies that's just looking to put their competitors out of business and raise your prices.
And use government means in order to do this. Well, thank you so much, Rafael, for letting me know about this and letting viewers know about this. This is an incredibly important issue, and we all need to sort of take action right now.
Yes, thank you so much. A pleasure talking with you.